flagged them down and said, I'm the one you're looking for. I'm the one that stabbed him. Roger Mills was 23 years old at the time, later died from his injuries. He'd been stabbed over 40 times. Most of those times with a screwdriver.
Pete spontaneously erupted on his victims.
The other gentleman survived his wounds, but he too had been stabbed repeatedly. They took Pete to the police station. He gave statements that were vague. He claimed in some places that they had made sexual advances toward him, in others that they threatened his life because they were using drugs and he didn't use drugs and they thought that he would tell on them. He never explained how he stabbed one man while he was asleep on a couch in self-defense. Why did Pete do that? We're left with this odd behavior that has no real explanation.
Pete was convicted of killing Roger Mills. He was sentenced to 25 years in prison. He was only 19 when he was convicted.
He was to serve the time in the state penitentiary. Ohio at that time was experiencing severe overcrowding. And after 5 years, Pete applied for parole. And since he was from out of state and they were overcrowded, they let him come to Tennessee.
What up, motherfucker?
During that time, Pat seemed to settle down. He ended up getting married, having a child. He had a job. He stayed centered. For Pat, everything is just normal. But then Pete comes back to Tennessee and starts living with Pat again. And that's when the things start to spiral out of control.
Had he served the full sentence, he would not have been back in Tennessee to create this evil pact to commit these other murders.
Nobody was prepared for what happened next. People around the Bondurants began to disappear.
That was the last time she was seen. The Bondurants knew that she was going to offer information.
They were famous for making statements like no body, no crime.
They still believed that no one could touch them.
That's suspicion in capital letters.
I'm eating Ruth Chris and Boudin.
Hi.
Real cold cases.
Ruth Chris barbecue shrimp and Boudin.
A real high-stakes night of premieres.
When we answer, it could be the difference between life and death.
Cold Justice, new Saturdays at 8. With new episodes of 911 Crisis Center at 9.
Lash Impact goes sky high. Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara from Maybelline, New York. Limitless length plus volume. Sensational from every angle. Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara. Only from Maybelline, New York.
I woke up to the morning sky first. Baby blue, just like we rehearsed. With all my favorite colors. All my favorite colors. My sisters and my brother.
Please let this be the time. We've been trying for so long.
When you need to be sure, choose Clear Blue Digital, a unique combination of AirGuard features and over 99% accurate. Clear Blue, for results you can trust.
This holiday season, it's going to be busy. It's going to be emotional. But it's going to be worth it. With McCormick, it's going to be great.
It's okay, everyone. I got this.
Are you a doctor?
Negative. I just watch a ton of medical dramas on Sling TV.
With Sling, you're confident you get the best of live TV for less. Get your first month now for only $10.
Fucking Boudin hot.
Grammarly is your personal writing assistant for clear emails, confident messages, stronger essays, and more to help you and your kids get work done from anywhere. Write with Grammarly, wherever you work. Download today at Grammarly.com.
How did Olay top expensive creams? By staying on top of our game, with derm-recommended ingredients in every jar. Olay Regenerist with niacinamide has hydration that beats the $100, $200, even $400 cream. For smooth skin, try Retinol 24. For visibly firm skin, get collagen peptide.
I mean, Buddha ain't in
For
Root
2
Chris.
times brighter skin, get new vitamin C.
Real Louisiana Scarface shit.
Olay.com.
Even the smallest surprise can make a big memory worthy of passing on. Kinder Joy. Treat
Scarface a
new
fantasy.
holiday toys. A little surprise.
Who's a bad at reality?
Lash Impact goes sky high. Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara from Maybelline, New York. Limitless length plus
And Buddha ain't hot.
sensational from every angle. Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara. Only from Maybelline, New York.
In the early 80s, Pete gets out of prison. He moves in with Pat, and they begin to have this kind of escalating criminal activity.
When I first met Pat, he was different. He was just regular, go to work every day, come home, pay the bills. But when Pete came into the picture,